Hey, everybody. Ah, I'm so happy to be here with you tonight. This is Lorraine Pursell. This is the Wednesday night training coaching call. This is the place where you can come and drop your questions, and I will be able to answer your questions and coach you, plus have a dynamite training for being an empowered earth angel. So let's just take a couple deep breaths. Tap into Mother Earth. What the heck's she got for you? Oh, she wants me to, I'm getting this picture of being really grounded. She wants me to stay really grounded. Oh, I haven't had that one in a while. A little bit about me, 23 years counselor coach. Given over to serving myself first, making sure my cup is always full. Hi, whoever's here. Leave tell me who you are. I'm so glad you're here. I keep my cup full. I keep my cup full. I never do anything out of sacrifice. And I only give from my saucer. Hi, Robert. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining us tonight. So, after my own needs are met, and I am completely sourced by source energy, I'm completely tapped in and getting downloads, then you are my priority. I swear there's nobody else that is a bigger. If my family called me, I'd have to tell you guys, but this is my joy to be here with you all over the world, to give you that training that I have come by so honestly with 23 years as a counselor and a coach, working with women and men all around the world, and now lifting myself out of lifelong depression for the last 6 years and reverse engineering that whole thing so that now I have all these tools to show you. So tonight, the one I'm going to talk to you about is called Stay the Course. For more of my work, go to 3keys2selflove.com. 3keys2selflove.com. The number 3 keys, like, okay, it's backwards. 3 keys, like you put in your car, to selflove.com. The number 3 keys, like you put in your car, to selflove.com. Get my most popular ebook downloaded 10,000 times. So many people have said that this was the book that just opened them up. So be sure and grab that. That'll keep us more closely connected, so you'll know when these live streams are coming on, and all the other goodies I've got going on too. Oh, can I just tell you, I'm getting chills right now. This is so important, to staying the course. But I want to give you another little trick that I'm just now stepping into right now, just like 5 minutes ago. A brand new revelation, a brand new download, a brand new stepping out in faith, stepping off the cliff in faith into trusting source. Now listen up. If you know your soul's desire, because honestly, we can't hide from it. It's just there. No matter where we turn, it's there. It's there. It's there. And we can deny it. We can play small. We can give into our fears. We can give into the doubt. We can listen to the reasoning mind, and then we will just reason ourselves out of living a life of purpose. Okay? To be living a life where we are deeply connected to source, totally in fulfillment and living our purpose, it takes faith. And it takes being obedient to your soul's desires. Your soul's desires are the ones that when you think of them, you go, ooh, like, oh, that would be so exciting. Your soul is wanting to express itself through you, and it takes lots of, I'm just going to come out and say it takes lots of money. It takes lots of money. It takes lots of commitment. It takes lots of time. Now, when we deny our soul's desires, we get sick, we get fatigued, we get depressed, we start to really, the doubt really moves in. And that's not where I want any of us to go. I spent my lifetime there, you guys. I spent my lifetime there. I'm here to show you the way out. Just take my hand and let's come on out. What is that desire that you have in your heart? What is it that when you think about it, you get excited? Is it like being on stage? Is it singing? Is it having an amazing career? Is it having your family turn around and just say, I'm so proud of you because you went for it. Thanks, Mom, for showing us what is possible. What is that thing that would just make your heart leap with joy? That is what you need to go for. You need to write it out every day over and over and over again. You need to say it to yourself over and over again so that you can just help marry it. I mean, it's on its way if we don't succumb to the doubt, the fear, the anxiety. And now I say succumb to it because we will fear it. We will feel it. But as long as we don't obey those things, and there will be moments where we go in and out, I do it all the time. But as we just say yes to life, yes, 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 yes. And I'm going to pull an angel card from Work Your Light. As we say yes to life, yes, and believe in ourselves to win. This is a skill, especially if you come from way back in low self-esteem like I did. I had zero self-esteem. And now, look at me now. Look at me now, and I'm just beginning. So here are the things. Staying the course. Staying the course. We must stay the course for our soul's desire. We must. There is nothing else. There is nothing else. You will not ever, ever be happy until you're living your soul's purpose. Everything else has to come second. If you have little bitty ones, yes, of course, you take care of them, you help them. You might want to have a big talk with your partner. I mean, I would like to hear in the comments what your soul's desire is. That would be so powerful for you to say it right here. Mine is to be a global impactor. Mine is to have so much money that I just invest back into spreading my message. It's getting more and more and more and more and more solid and clear as I stay the course, and I pay attention to the next inspired action, and I do it. And I stay in this place of every day when I wake up. As soon as I start to realize that I'm human, I start saying, I tap into the universe. I just say, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Whether I feel it or not, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Because usually I don't. Thank you, 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 thank you. Until my heart finally starts to wake up and starts to lift and smile a little bit. And then I just keep saying it until this elation comes over me. This elation. And I ask, what is the highest ideal of me today? And then I get up and I make some coffee and I sit here on the couch and I look out my window because I get up really early and I watch the moon and I watch the sunrise, looking out this very window right here. And then I write out what I want my reality to be. And it's always in service. I love being of service. but mostly to be of service to my soul. It takes staying the course and not worrying about what other people's opinions are of us, not worrying about what other people are doing, minding our own business, which is just simply staying the course, staying the course, staying the course, staying the course. Staying the course means doing what it takes until it takes. Doing what it takes until it takes. If we don't do this, we become a statistic, just like everybody else, and pretty soon we go back into sleep, consciousness sleep, and we will wind up going through a whole life like robots, like in The Matrix, the movie The Matrix. The movie The Matrix was not a movie. It was a documentary. So I should say the documentary called The Matrix with Keanu Reeves and Lawrence Fishburne. You guys, and I've just got to say, it's so treacherous. Oh, wow, it was just 11 minutes. It's so treacherous being on this planet because everyone around us is asleep. Do you understand what I'm saying? They're sleepwalking in their little job as automatons. Nothing about a job. I'm not saying about that, but just going through the motions, going through the motions. Get up, get dressed, take a shower, take a shower first. Have your breakfast, have your coffee, get in your car, wait in traffic, go to work, get out of work, get in traffic, come home, make dinner, turn on the TV, put the kids to bed, go to sleep. Tomorrow's another day. It's the same thing over and over and over and over again. Don't you think that source energy and God would have something more interesting for you? Well, guess what? It is there. It is there. If you're in my community, you're a creative, a visionary. And again, this is nothing about a job, nothing about raising a family, but God has more for you. There is more. There is more. And as long as you know, as you stay the course with your dream, as long as you know that day, you have everything you need. You can stay the course, and just all you have to do is just follow the next aligned action, just the next aligned action. We don't go into the how this is going to happen. None of our business the how. If we hold the feeling of the vision that we have, if we hold that feeling and live in it and just bask in the bliss of that, and we stay there all day long, universe has to conspire and bring all the pieces to us. We just have to say yes. And then we also need to follow each inspired action. One at a time, that's all. Not the whole big plan. Sometimes people get plans, but not very often. You can just ask, what is the next aligned action? What is the next aligned action for my great big life? What is the next aligned action for my great big life? So I would love to know if this is resonating with you, how this is. I know this is resonating with you. If you're listening to this, it's either triggering you, which means that you probably are asleep. I've been asleep most of my life, okay? So no judgment on being asleep. There's more though. I just want to tell you there is more. So I am not in judgment on anybody or anything, because anything that I talk about on these calls is what I have lived and I am just coming out of. Okay, so I'm not, criticizing anybody, because I know it's so easy to get entrained with everyone around us and just start thinking like normal people. We're not normal. If you're on this call, if you're watching this, if you're in my community, you are not normal. Thank goodness. Because the world needs people like us to just kind of go, hey, guess what? There's more for you. And that's what I'm doing for you tonight, is just, you know, that vision, you know, that dream, you know, that soul's desire, even though it can be very scary to follow our passion and our purpose. What's the alternative? To roll over and play dead? To stay in bed on certain days because you can't get out of bed because you feel so bad about yourself, you feel so depressed that you're absolutely debilitated? That used to be me. That used to be me. Okay, no more. No more. I'm jumping in. And then I'll go and I'll get complacent, and then I have to jump in again. It's part of the human condition to go in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. I'm here to remind you tonight to go in and stay in, be so aligned with your soul, and just take the next step, the next step, the next step, the next. And God is there to provide for us. We just get afraid and jump into our reasoning mind so we can be safe. And here's the thing, everything always works out for us. There's nothing but the stream of well-being. There's nothing but the stream of well-being. There is nothing but the stream of well-being. There is nothing but the stream of well-being. The better it gets, the better it gets. The upward spiral, the better it gets, 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 the better it gets. I'm there now, you guys. I'm so there now. These days, instead of fluctuating between wanting to leave the planet and feeling really excited on rare days, now I go between peace and such deep thankfulness that my heart is swelling, and ecstatic bliss that goes up here. And then once in a while, I'm just asleep, going, okay, I'm driving in my car, forgetting that I'm really an earth angel. Okay? But no more depression. I reverse engineered that stuff. It's just simply a game. So I'd love to hear what you're hearing in this. And just here's my encouragement to you to tap deeply into your soul's desires. Tap deeply into your soul's desires. Pay attention to them. Pay deep attention to your soul's desires. You will never be happy until you say yes to your soul's desire. And then trust, if that's showing up, then guess what? God's going to meet you. You're not going to be left alone. What is your soul's desire? Do you want to have a ministry? Do you want to have a church? Do you want to go to a country and help? Do you want to go to the inner cities that you want to do? Do you want to help kids? What is that thing in your heart that you just know is your soul's calling? All you have to do is say, I commit to live my destiny despite my fears. I commit to live my destiny despite my fears. I commit to live my destiny despite my fears. And then all you have to do is just say, what is the next aligned action? What is the next aligned action? And then you do that one, then you say, what is the next aligned action? And then you do that. And then what is the next aligned action? And do that. That's all we have to do, you guys. And then pretty soon you're living the life of your dreams. I really am. It looks a little different than I thought it would, but it's okay because I'm in bliss most of the time. And I'm waking up more too. So I hope this is of service to you tonight. I'm going to draw a card. I'm just looking at the deck and just feeling with my hand which one it is. It's the top one. Break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. Oh my gosh. Break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. Every time you don't say yes to your soul, it is ancestral patterns or stuff that you've learned from well-meaning others like your family who taught you to be afraid, to be reasonable, to be safe. Soul's got something different for you. Okay, so I'm going to read what this is. Break the chain. And as you do step into this, you are breaking the chain. Break the chain, 78. Who's here? I want to know who's here. Say hi. Drop in the comments if you're watching the replay. Someone just hearted me. Break the chain. Ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. You are being called to heal your family line or free yourself from living the life of your ancestors. I think this is really appropriate to what we're talking about tonight. This could mean letting go of an old pattern of your maternal or paternal line. And that's what I've noticed is that as I'm, honestly stepping into more and more prosperity, all the resistance to it, and that is ancestral, okay? Where we learned these things that say no to prosperity is from well-meaning, loving others who came from a whole other era. Things are so different now than what we learned from our parents and our grandparents. The great-grandparents and the grandparents, they grew up in the Depression, okay? This was stuff that we needed to go through as humanity to rise up and take our power to get to where we are today in the 21st century. Now, it is nothing like that. We can embrace our abundance. We can embrace that our Father owns the cattle on 1,000 hills and that we are that Father's son or daughter. It is our Father's good pleasure to give us the kingdom of heaven. So this is the new edge that I'm walking on, is just the thing that I'm saying from Marilyn Jeanette, her book, Free to Prosper. I'm going to show it to you. Free to Prosper. I've been doing a 2-week, but I'm going to continue it. I'm not going to stop. Every day I say out loud 10 times, I easily accept new prosperity thoughts, and I am prepared to increase my income now. I say that over 10 times out loud, and then I write it 25 times. And yeah, it's a pain in the butt, but now it's like things are catching on fire. I'm just, more and more money is coming into me, more opportunities, and I've only been at it for about maybe 3 weeks now. Maybe 3 weeks. Gosh, have I gone? I'm not keeping track because I'm just loving. I'm determined to break ancestral patterns of not deserving, not worthy, not having enough. I'm breaking those ancestral patterns. Healing trauma from the past is not even yours, or observing old ways of being that no longer serve you. We carry emotional trauma in our luminous field for up to 7 generations back. If we go back 7 generations, I mean, only the few were privileged. Okay, everybody else was in some sort of caste system or some sort of um, hierarchy according to what kind of money you had. So for almost all of us, we were chained, sometimes literally, in poverty. You, by living your soul's calling and saying yes to your soul and staying the course when you feel afraid, staying the course when you're worried, staying the course when someone is criticizing you, staying the course when other people don't understand what you're doing or why you're doing it, but you know it's what you need to be doing because it is your soul's calling. This is staying the course. And as you stay the course, and as you do what it takes until it takes, I'm just going to let that sit in. You can just, even write that, journal on that. I stay the course. I do what it takes until it takes. Think about anybody that you admire who's famous. That's what they had to do. They stayed the course. They did what it took until it took. They didn't stop. They probably had some doubts. They probably had a lot of fears, but they just kept going. They just kept staying the course. This is why family patterns can be the hardest to break. Often they are not even ours to begin with. They're truly not. But we do not know another way of being, so we continue playing out the drama. And this is my invitation to you to listen to your soul's calling, because this is where your uniqueness is going to come through. This is where your personal fulfillment is going to come through. And just ask, what beliefs am I carrying that no longer serve me? And then when you discover them, just light them on fire. Your ancestors won't mind. They're up there partying, okay? They won't mind. They won't feel disrespected. Okay? The thing to notice when ancestral healing comes up is that you cannot heal another person, but your own healing can cause another person to choose to heal. Energy is freed up. You are being guided now to look at your life and decide how you want it to be. Oh, how do you want your life to be? The way you want your life to be, that is your soul's calling. That, the thing that you want your life to be like, that is your soul's calling. What ways of being or patterns are you currently free? Are you clear? Are you currently ready to be free of? What part of your future do you want to rewrite? And that's what I do with my journal. I go through one of these probably every month, and I write my reality. It's taken me a long time to get into the. My mentor told me about it a year ago, and it's taken me this long to just really get into it because of the old patterns. They're like, oh no, don't do that. People are going to think you're greedy. People are going to think blah, blah, blah. I'm finally getting it because I stayed the course. And even though I drifted off from it, I kept coming back to it. Okay, because we will drift off. We will go back to sleep with our conscience, with our consciousness. We will go back to sleep because we are surrounded with millions and billions of people who are sleepwalking through life and thinking that scenario I gave you earlier, getting up, shower, drive to work, drive home, dinner, TV, kids to bed, go to sleep. The next day is the same thing. It's easy to get entrained to those around you. I just realized just Sunday that I was starting to entrain to my neighbors in my apartment building. to be like them. I want to be like the people who are ahead of me, my heavenly council. I want to be like them. Now is the time to shake them off and dream a new future into being. So I'll write, um, I am so happy that I get to influence millions around the world. I am so happy that millions of dollars flow to me so that I can continue spreading the word that depression isn't anything you need to take so seriously. It's really like a paper tiger. This has been my gift. Work your light action. What old ways of being from your family line are you ready to let go? Seek assistance from your support team, your tribe, your family. Your tribe, your friends, your healer. I don't think it says family here, your coach, etc., to begin freeing yourself from it now. So that was really an appropriate call. So that was from Work Your Light, card deck by Rebecca Campbell. Okay, my love, I would love to hear what this resonated with you. And I'm going to put in, oh gosh. I'm going to put the link to the ebook. Oh, wrong side. Okay. There we go. I'm going to pin it. Okay, my loves, I'm going to say goodnight. Join me every Wednesday night here at this time at 6 p.m. Eastern for another Empowered Earth Angel training and coaching call. And every Monday and Friday morning at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Monday morning is Fairy Godmother Monday, where I have my magic wands and I help you make your dream come true. And on Friday, we do Body Talk Friday, where we tune into our bodies, we listen to our bodies, and we obey our bodies. What does your body need to rest and restore over the weekend? Okay, I love you. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. This is Lorraine Pursell. Go to 3keys2selflove.com to stay connected and get my most popular ebook that's been downloaded 10,000 times. 3keys2selflove.com. It's been a pleasure being with you tonight. Many blessings.